We're going to be doing a giveaway, and we are so close to 300 subscribers that is going to be our milestone marker. And the giveaway is consisting of when I am getting ready, there are these 7 brushes that I use 95% of the time to do my makeup. They all have a purpose, and I'm gonna show you what that is. So when I start out getting ready, I always do my eyeshadow first, and I start with an eyeshadow base. This one right here I've been loving. It's the Sigma, and all the brushes happen to be Sigma. I've been using them probably maybe about 6 months now, and I've fallen in love, like 100%. They are awesome. I have maybe 2 or 3 other brushes that I use from other brands, but honestly, like, these are what I use 95% of the time, no joke. This is by no means, it is not sponsored by Sigma. I do have an affiliate program with them, and I'll link that code below. It gets you 20% off. So if you ever do want to purchase brushes, you could always use my code and get that discount. But this is not sponsored. These brushes I've purchased myself, and I've added to the collection because I love the brushes. I've fallen in love. So this eyeshadow base is also Sigma, and I've been loving it. It's like a pen, and it's got like a little crayon, but it's super soft, and that's what I need because my lids are on the drier side, and it's just real creamy. When I'm putting on my eyeshadow base, rather than blending it out with my finger, I've been using this 40 HD precision brush. And what's so nice about it is it's almost like it is a sponge because the bristles are so compact together and it goes into a point. So it's really good to get all in there, and even up around my brow, it's easy to blend that out. And it's compact enough that it doesn't fray. So I can get it really nice and packed on my lid. Then I go right into my crease and a little bit higher. It is a blending brush. It's their E35. And what's so great about it is it's super fluffy. I think they have another one that is similar to this. It's also a tapered blending brush. I got the rose gold because I just loved the brush. I honestly don't know if there's a difference between this one and the regular tapered brush. They look the same online. I just liked this one again because of the rose gold in the stem. So this one I use, and I'll take it and I'll just kind of go right into the crease and kind of up into the brow bone there. Because it is so fluffy and it's tapered this way, it blends out really, really nicely. Now I'll use it a couple ways. This is actually the first brush I use because I like to get that color on there. And then I go right into the angle shader, which is the E70. That's this one right here. And it has an angle to it, as you can see. And what I love about it is when you touch them both, this one is a little bit more compact, meaning it's more dense, so it grabs color better and you can really deposit onto that lid. So I use it typically as my transition shade into, because I use the angle into that crease there, and I use it for the darker color. It's nice because it will give me color on my lid, but then I turn the angle, and depending on which side I'm on, I just blend it out, and then I will go back in with the tapered brush and blend them both together. So really it's this one, then this one, then this one. So I use these, I'll use this in and out of my shadow application because it just blends everything. It's the boo-boo fixer. Any tapered brush, this one in particular, boo-boo fixer, it's really, really nice. Then lastly, I'll go in with the wide shader. Now this is very compact. I usually will use this with a very neutral shade to put up around my brow bone. So like today, I did it around my brow bone and right in here in the corner because I didn't have any color. I didn't really put shadow there. So I put the really light, actually, I'm using the Adeline Morin palette, by the way. This light shade, I just place it on the lid and on the brow. So those are these 3 brushes: tapered blending, E35, the angled shader, E70, and then the wide shader, which is an E59. And they're just all around, honestly, like I use them every day. They're so great. When I'm doing shadow. Of course, when I don't have shadow on, I might just use this guy. I used this on, when I did the palette with Benefit, and I used it actually with the Hoola Caramel, and it blended it out so nicely. It's just such a great brush. So there are those for shadow. And then of course, because of this compactness of this one, it's great for, I believe, liquid. So even if I were doing like a liquid shadow, you could pack that on and I don't think you would have any fallout because it's just a nice brush that way. So these 3 I actually use for my face. This one, which is the F40, I use it for my contour. It's called a large angled contour brush, and I love it because it's so fluffy. So when I am contouring, I like a very soft contour. So I'll use it here around my forehead, sometimes underneath my jawline there. But because it's just, first of all, it's angled perfectly, and the softness of it, just, you don't have any hard lines. And I love that about this brush. So I'll use it just to get that on there and even fluff it up this way if I need to. Then I go in with a small contour, and I actually use this as my blusher. This is the F05. It's just got a flat, kind of like a dome top there. Not completely flat. It's more like a dome top. And it's really, really nice. I like the size of it. Sometimes for me, blush brushes are too large. So I use this for my blush, and I just pop it right on top of my cheekbone, and I love it. Lastly is the Edge Precision, and this is a P87. So these 2 brushes here are new in their line. This is the 40 HD, and this is the Precision P87. New for Sigma in the last maybe, I don't know, 3 months. And what's nice about this, again, like the other one, it's very compact. So what I use this for, you guys know, or if you've watched any of my videos, I'll do a concealer with a sponge because I don't set it with a powder, I set it with a setting spray. So I'll spray the sponge with a setting spray, and then I just blend my concealer in. But when I'm doing shadows and I need to clean up this area, I'll put just a little bit of concealer out in here, and this grabs it and just cleans that up so nicely. And that's what I'll use that for. And it's perfect because it comes to a point right in the corner here. And I'm not disrupting what I've done under here with the sponge. I'm just grabbing these 2 areas and blending it out with this brush. I just wanted to do a really quick rundown of the brushes that I use. You know, everybody always has questions about brushes, myself included. They are a hard product to just go in and purchase because there's so many. I mean, even on Sigma's site, there's so many. So that's why I wanted to narrow it down to these 7. I don't think that's too many. I mean, 3 for eyeshadow, 1 for shadow base, 1 for concealer, and you have your contour and blush. There are a few points I love about this brand as well. One, I think their price point is decent. It's not too inexpensive and it's not crazy out of this world expensive. They're kind of middle range. 2, they have a 2-year warranty, which is awesome because you never want to get a brush and then it's like falling apart in 2 months and you're stuck. Either you paid a lot for it, or if you're getting a cheaper brush, then you know you need to step it up a little bit. But with Sigma, you have a 2-year warranty, and they're vegan. And I will say, I don't have the cleanser out here, but I have their Sigma shampoo. It's amazing. And I was so impressed the first time I washed my brushes is when I knew I loved them. that is a telltale sign. If you wash your brush and it does not go back to its original form, it should go back to new. And I can honestly say these all go back to like, I just pulled it out of the package and they are brand new. So super impressed with that. Super impressed with the warranty. That means they stand behind their product and they know it's good, which is awesome. And then I'm super impressed with it's vegan, so they're not harming anything, and they're microbial. So I'm not gonna get into the whole science behind it, but they have some patents. It's great because that means it is helping with bacteria, germs, things like that. Because let's face it, do we wash our brushes every day? No. Even though I don't mention it, I do use them. You'll see them in a lot of videos. And speaking of that, if you want to see in more detail how I use these brushes and the versatility of the Benefit Cheek Leader palette, you need to check out this video right here. Hula, which is the original color, and it is my staple of life. Like literally, I'm not even kidding you. I wear it every day. Make sure you check out that video. I'll put the link right here and you can check it out. In other news, we're gonna be doing a giveaway, and we are so close to 300 subscribers that is gonna be our milestone marker. And the giveaway is consisting of a Sigma brush set, which is awesome. You guys, I just went over how great these brushes are. So you need to make sure that you are watching, so when we do the details, you can get in on it. I will announce it on my 5-Minute Friday, so make sure you take 5 minutes or less out of your day to check that out. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.